Welcome to day 3 of the letter S in the Incy alphabet. Now, drawing lines that are completely following a curve is almost impossible unless you're using an iPad and you can just drag a copy down and then trace it over. But if you're using pen and paper, or even if you're using your iPad and you're just practicing those freehand techniques, it can be really tricky. One thing that I like to do is a shadow that I like to think of as farmhouse chic. So it's not quite as finished or perfect, but that's part of its charm. I'm going to take a monoline pen, but you can continue to use your pencil or even just a desk pen that you find, anything, as long as it has a somewhat fine tip. For this shadow technique, you're going to be drawing a line that is a suggestion of a line. So lifting up your pen randomly to create sort of a wiggly, unfinished, weathered look. Then you can go in beside your line and add that weathered shadow on, I always like to do the right side and the bottom of the lines. And it's a really nice way to give a little bit of dimension without needing those lines to perfectly match up. If you find that you have spaces where there's a little bit too much space, just go in and add a dot or two to continue with the rustic and not entirely perfect, but perfect for us, shadow that we're creating. This is a great way to add that suggestion of a shadow without worrying about perfection. As you're doing this style of shadow, try not to let your lines be perfectly even. Some should be a little bit longer, some should be shorter. And remember that all of that imperfection is part of the charm. You can use this, of course, on any letter, but I highly suggest using this sort of technique on letters with lots of curves or flourishes, or something that you just want to look perfectly imperfect. And remember, please share your creative moments with the hashtag IncyAlphabet so that we can all create together.